Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I'd do something a little bit different because I really would like to get working in my journal that I made. You've seen me make it, and now I'm going to be working in it. I've done a little bit, I've made a little start, but I haven't done very much yet. So I thought I'd just come on camera, maybe just do one video to show you how I use it. I think the first thing to say is it was so stuffed I've had to take all the ephemera out because look at it, it's actually quite hard to work in. So there's a warning. Don't overstuff your journals because it makes them hard to work in. So there's a lesson learned, eh? It's taken me a while to learn that lesson. But I got a bit carried away with the pockets and things. So I think I need to pare it back next year so that it's actually possible to work in it. Because even now, it's hard to make it go flat. Goodness knows how this is going to go. But I'm determined to get everything in here. Yeah, we'll just have to see whether I actually get to use most of my ephemera because it's going to get a bit too full. Anyway, the first thing I want to do, I have done the first couple of days in that I've done my 29th of November and my 30th of November. So on the 29th we had our Craft Club Christmas meal. So there's some pictures and some writing on the back of these tags of our Christmas meal. And on the 30th of November is when I took the calendar, the advent calendar, over to Alyssa. We picked her up from school that day. When we took her home, I gave her the calendar, and that's me giving her the calendar. And that's as far as I've got. 1st of December is where I need to be. So I've got some pictures popped into this pocket. I had ephemera in here, and it was just far too fat, so I've literally just put the pictures in. I would have preferred to back them because they're a bit loose, but I was a bit anxious that it was already getting quite chunky and I'd hardly put anything in it. And I've written about it on the back of this tag, which again is a little bit loose, but that's how it is. It'll be fine. When it's all full, it won't be so loose. So what I want to do, first of all, is put 2023 on my front page. That's what I usually do, is put the year just right inside the journal rather than on the front. So I pulled out some dies. I've got this Spellbinder set of numbers. They're called Shapeabilities. It's a Shapeability set, and these are Victorian numbers. So that's what I'm going to use, and I've just pulled out the 2, 0 and 3. So I'll just put that aside for a moment. If I have an aside, I can put it on because I have so much stuff everywhere. And I pulled out my little Sizzix Sidekick. This is one I bought. I think I got it from eBay, so it's probably quite old. And I've had it for a while, but it works brilliantly. So I've got my plates, and I use this sort of bits of card and bits of washi tape and stuff as my shim. It seems to need that. And I'm going to use, I think this is going to be in gold. So I do love a bit of foiled card when I'm doing things like numbers and titles and things. So I'll put that one aside for my second 3. I wonder if this piece will be the right width. I think it might. I might be able to get my... I'll just put this aside for a second. I'll get my numbers in on there. Obviously I'm going to have to do another 2. Right, so there's my numbers. I'll do the widest end. Should work. Look how bent this is, but it works, it's perfectly fine. But I have used it a lot. It's a great little machine. There's obviously a lot more modern versions about these days, but this works okay for me. Oh, got to be so careful when you pick them up. The numbers just, or whatever your dies are, they'll just slide out if you're not careful. Because it doesn't have a magnetic shim. I've got that on my big die cutter. I've got a magnetic shim so they don't move. But with this one, I haven't. So I've got to try and keep it as flat as I can until I get it wedged in. we go, we're in. And it doesn't attach very well these days. Let's see. There we go. And obviously, because I'm left-handed, I'm winding it backwards, because it's obviously meant to be done right-handed. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Right, let's hope we've got our letters, our numbers, should I say, nicely cut out. If I use the number 5, no, that is the number 2. I think it's the number 2. Have I got it in backwards? That's always possible. Did I put it in the wrong way around? I didn't think I had. Didn't think there was any other way you could put it in. It just looks a bit odd. And it hasn't cut terribly well either. These two have done fine. There's my 0 and my 3. But the 2, should I put that in? No, that's... Have I put it in backwards? No. Let's have a look at this. It's not cut very well, is it? Might do this one again. Scissors. Probably should use little scissors for this. So I think this video is going to be die cutting and doing a bit of embossing, I think. I don't know how far I'll get. Well, I'm not very happy with that, so I'm going to have to do that one again. It's a shame, because I haven't got an awful lot of card left of this foiled card, because I use it so much. Right, is that looks like it should be that way around, and then when it cuts, that's right, it goes like that. Now that's not the right, do you know what, that's the 5. I thought it looked odd. It's the 5. I've got I always do that, I keep getting them mixed up. Where's it gone? Just looking at the picture on here, I've picked up the wrong one. Oh well, I thought I'd figured it out, but I didn't. So there's the 5, or the actual 2. That's the 2. They're awfully similar, aren't they? Oh well. Not that it cut that well. I think even whatever number it is, it didn't cut very well, did it? Maybe the 2, the real 2, will cut better. So I can put my 3 and my 0 away. Okay, over here. Let's have another go at doing this. Put it further down. Where it gets the best. Maybe it was because it was near the top and it wasn't. It's where this wasn't really contacting very well. That was probably it. And there we have it. Second number 2. Jolly good. Put this away before I lose it. I need to use this again. I've got these over here. Okay, so I'm going to glue on my 2023. Just got to decide where to put it. Up here. Let's find, where have I put my book weight? There it is. Maybe that'll help a bit. Just hold things a bit, hold it flat a little bit. I could either be there or in the middle here. Oops, yep, 23, 20, 23. Looks a bit weird down there, I think. I think I prefer it up here. Makes it a bit more prominent. I think there's some poking needs to be done. Glue these on. Okay, let's just get them in place again. Oh, for goodness sake. Stop falling off you. "23. Now, which way round should that be? That way? Ooh, something's not right here. I think I've torn the gold. See if a gold pen will just disguise that. Yep, that'll do. I'm just going to look at the numbers to see which way they're. I think the curly whirly bit's meant to be at the bottom. Oh, good grief, what's going on now? That's a fire engine zooming by. No idea what that's all about. I had a police car zap up here the other day, and such a quiet little place. It's a bit of a surprise to have a police car on its sirens going up the road. Right, they should be dry now. And let's move on. So we're on the 1st of December. So I wanted to do a big December. Probably either across the top or down the side, maybe. Down this side, maybe. Down the edge. I've got another set of dies. These are by Crafter's Companion. And these are, I don't know if they've got a name. Anyway, they're quite fancy dies. I mean, the letters are curly-whirly dies, I call them. So we'll see how it looks. But I think they're about the right size for what I want. So let's bring in a little sidekick again. And the plates. And this time I want to use some red foiled card. And that's getting even lower. I've got to see if I can get some more of this foiled card, because come Christmas, I use it a lot. Having said that, I've had this quite a long time, and it's finally running out. So we want, oh gosh, it's stuck. Well, I'm truly stuck on here. I wonder if I've ever used these. I think I have, but they're very well stuck. I want my D and my E. Oh. Actually, I want them all, don't I? I want the C and the B. C, B, the A and the M. Where's the M? M and the R. Whoops. R. Is that the R? Yeah. Okay. Right, so we'll see how many we can get on in one go. If I can get the right letters. Once you take them off, I can't always tell what they are. They're so curly-whirly. Hopefully it'll be clear. I think that's the D. Probably the B I don't need just yet. How far down is this going to go? That's going to be enough for 3, I think, this piece. So I'm not getting very far really, but this is just how it goes with me when I'm doing my journal. I do take my time. I want it to look how I want it to look, I suppose, which is sometimes a little bit, takes a bit of time to produce. But once I've done my big December, I won't keep on doing December. It's just that this is the last 2 days were all both November. So this is the start of December. How well are they cut? Appears to be cut. Oop. Sometimes when the letters are very curly, they they get caught. Right, let's see how they've come out. I'm wondering whether these are a bit too fiddly. I've got to do so many letters. I think this is the E, which I've got to do 3 of, and it's the one that's proving the most fiddly. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off and just die cut the rest of these, because you've seen me do one, see me the numbers, it's just the same, but it's a bit fiddly. So I'll be right back. Right, so my letters are all die cut. Of course, it went a lot more smoothly once I turned the camera off. That's how it happens. Right, so I've got them all in here. I'll just pop the dies in as well, just to keep them safe. And so I'm just going to take out my little. I mean, I said they're a bit fiddly, and they are a little bit, but not too bad. But they're so pretty, such pretty letters, and they stand out beautifully up the top there. So I think I might work backwards from the R just to make sure it fits, and then I can go that way. I'm just going to put it across the top there, and I think that will look really pretty. Gluing them on now. all fitted. Never quite sure, but I thought they should be all right. So yeah, December. And then for my numbers this year, because sometimes I vary it and use a selection of different numbers, but I thought I'd have a bit of consistency this year. And as I've been dipping into this kit by Rachel Bella Crafts that I bought last year, and they have this page of numbers in 2 different sizes. So there's this size and then there's this giant size. Now I did print them off last year, but I actually printed off one set. I think I managed to do it even smaller. Maybe I just reduced it. So I've got these ones as well, which I think are smaller still. So I'm not quite sure how that happened, whether there is a page I've missed. But so I've got them in 3 different sizes, which is quite handy. I've used some of these numbers. I don't think I've printed them off this big before, and I don't know if I'll even use these ones because they are huge. But I think for this first page, I'll just pop those back. That's just my folder with fussy cuts. I'm going to put this in the middle. I might cut the bigger one out just to see which one looks best. Just try both sizes and see which one I prefer. So there's this one, and that looks okay to me. But I'm going to make sure that I don't prefer the bigger one, to make more of a presence. As it's the first real December day of the year. Actually, I prefer that one. Who knew? But I'll probably use the other one as well because I've got more to put in for the first. So I think I might just, on this one, I'm going to snip the corners rather than rounding them. And I think what I want to do, I want to emboss it. I'm trying to decide whether to emboss the whole thing or just the number 1. I think I might just do the number 1, make it stand out. Which means I need to ink around the main. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat this morning. Ink around that. I may even do something else. I might glitter around the edge, I'm not sure. Just to make it really stand out. But for now I'm going to ink it, see how that looks. And then I've just bought myself an embossing pen, which I haven't had before. It's got a dual end. Might use the thicker end, but I don't think I can get the. Oh, yes, I can get the top off. I couldn't get the top off, but I did. I thought I was going to have to go and get my husband to get it off for me, but lo and behold, it came off in my hand after all. I tried it earlier and I couldn't do it. Maybe I loosened it without realising. Anyway, so I've just got to put that aside, get my heat mat out. So I haven't tried doing this before. I mean, with the embossing pen. I have quite a few embossing powders and things which I haven't used for absolutely ages. So I've got a couple out. I'm going to use the transparent one on the number 1. I'm just going to use my little powder pad thingy to make sure that it only goes where I want it. Get rid of see, I don't do a lot of embossing because that is quite got a lot of powder in it still. Now I'm covered in it. Right, let's have a go with this embossing pen. Which end? That end. And I'm just going to cover all of the number 1 because I've just got a clear embossing here, or embossing powder. And I just thought it'd be fun to make the numbers stand out, and I'll emboss them or do different things I think on different ones. Some I might just go around the edge. We'll see. Right, I think I've covered that. Take those out of there. Put it in my little tray. Yeah, that's really nice. That just makes the number pop a little bit. And I'm just still thinking about whether to put something around the edge. I'm tempted to edge it with a bit of glitter. What is it going on the back of? What's going on there? So I think a little of gold would be quite nice around the edge. Or shall I just do it with a gold pen? What I'd like is a glitter pen. I had one once. It's great. But I used it all up. Yep. I don't want to do it too thick. I didn't really want it too thick around the edge. That's why I did it on here, so that I could kind of almost send it off the edge if it got too thick. And there is a spot there that looks like I've missed it completely though. I have to be really careful and just do a tiny little spot more. And I stick to it. Okay. Just use this to thin it off a bit. I don't want to make it thick because of course it will add more bulk to my journal. So, but I do like a bit of glitter in a Christmas journal. There we go. So I'm going to have to leave that to dry now. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next page. And let's move this out of the way. Yeah. All right. So this is the next page, and I have got some more photos for the 1st of December because there was a Christmas tree festival in the village the next village to ours, and it's where I go to the WI. And we had a tree there. So there was a group of us made some decorations for this tree. So we had to go and see, didn't we, where it was. And right, so I'm gonna put that there. I might cut this down a bit. So this was just the little sign saying who'd made the tree, that particular tree. So I think I'm going to cut that down a bit. It was nice. We did it in a sort of Scandi style. So just making decorations out of felt using grey, white and red colours. So I'll pop that there. So this was our tree, and that was me pointing at my decoration, which was right at the top there that I made. And that was homing in on it, so maybe I'll put that underneath and flip that. I'm quite a big flipper of things, so do I want to put that on my tag? I took the tag out, but it's this tag that goes in here. It's a case of whether this will fit. It will if I cut it down a bit, I reckon. I've got a couple more pictures, but that's they're not going to fit. I'm going to cut this one down, I think. So this was showing the main tree, and it was the room where we hold our WI. So I wanted to get that in. And also that the money raised was in aid of MNDA, which is the Motor Neurone Disease Association, which is an association quite close to my heart because both my parents died of motor neurone disease. 18 months apart, so it was really quite a sad time for our family. Yes, so that disease has hit our family quite hard. And so knowing that we were raising money for that association was an added benefit to me. It's something a bit special. Right. Put that there. Don't think I'm going to fit anything else on, but I think I'd like to put that on there. Just going to figure out how to fit on all my pictures, but I don't think they'll all go on. Just pick out the ones that are important. Right, so that can go on there. Yep. Let's move that to one side a bit. So I can get my washi tape on. There we are. And we flip it over. I'll put this one underneath. I've got my little tape pen. I like to use these. If I haven't got much left now, but it's a bit quicker than using double-sided tape, which I usually use on my pictures. I think this one might have finished. Nope, got a bit left. Pop that under there. And that there. I'm going to pop that there, I think. Right, so I thought I'd use the other number 1, the smaller one, up here because it's still the 1st of December. Yeah, we haven't got very far. And I've taken out my click stamps to put the, so we know what this is. It's the Christmas Tree Festival. So I managed to get Christmas tree already, and then I'm just going to have to swap around some letters for festival. So I'm going to put Christmas there. I think I want to stick that there, but I might wait until I've laid down done the stamping. So I might just take those off for a moment, get my stamping done. Hope that works. I'm just going to put this foam pad underneath to give it a surface, because stamping can be a bit tricky when it's bumpy underneath. And I'm going to use library green archival ink. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed, everybody, that this goes on properly. Just hold it straight. Pop it about there. And I'll put it on upside down. Can you believe that? Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's upside down. I don't believe I did that. Well, I do believe I did that. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Plan B. Find a bit of paper to put over the top. Maybe I can use a label. See, I finally finished my little ephemera holder, which to put my labels in. So I think it's going to have to be a big one. Otherwise I'll just put a little piece of paper over it. Does that work? Don't know if this is going to work. This wasn't how it was meant to go. Oh, I'll have to cut this out and see if that will go on there. That's very annoying. It's not really what I want. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's not what I want. I'm going to just get a piece of coffee-dyed paper. So I got this. This was torn off the edge of a bit of music paper. So maybe I can use that. I do love to make my life difficult, don't I? I just hope I've got enough here. Yeah, it should be just about enough, though they may be a little bigger than I would have liked, but I'd rather give myself enough room. And it printed beautifully, look at that. Upside down. Well, I guess not doing it straight on the page gives me more opportunity to do it properly, I suppose. Although it did come out really well. Okay. And maybe I should have done this on the foam pad. Too late now. I can always do it on the other side, although that's not come out too bad. Tear that piece off. Christmas. I'll edge it or ink it, and then we'll go not Fivel. I've got a few letters I need to move over. Let's go tree. We have these little Christmas tree festivals all over the place these days. I don't know if it's how long these things have been going. I've seen them in other towns. And obviously it's the sort of thing active village communities get involved in. And I think the town where we go to, WI, is a bit bigger than Meppershore, I think, than ours. Fest. I need T and an E from tree. Sorry, I've got my F and the E, and I just need an S from Christmas. I love these click stamps. They're really handy. Festival. Because you can make any word you like. And there's quite a few doubles, which works well. Okay. But you don't have to, you can see how much space it will take up because you can get it all to click together, so you know how much room you need for the word. And you don't do it upside down. Okay. If I was clever, I'd tear these down a bit because they are a little bit big, but I don't think, I'm not sure I'm brave enough to try, so I might mess it up. How's it going to fit? Ooh. So that can go there, it can go there. Where's my picture? Will that still fit? Yes, it will. Okay, I think we'll go with that. I need to ink it. I'm going to ink it with my lumberjack plaid, I think. Just to, as I've had to do the paper, I might as well give it a bit of pizzazz. Give it a bit of presence. Make it stand out a little bit. Christmas. Yeah, quite like that. Wasn't quite what I planned, but sometimes we just have to roll with the punches and adapt when we make a mess of it. So I've got to glue that. I'll glue all these things on, and then where's my number 1 gone? So I think this is as far as we're going to get today. I'm sorry I haven't got very far in this journal. This is how I do it. It's why it takes me so long to get these journals finished, because I like every page to be, I wouldn't say perfect, but I like it to look attractive. And I haven't done any journaling on it yet, but I will. Just to explain what it's all about. Right, so I'll glue these bits on, and then I'll be back just to show you how it looks. Right, so I've stuck all those bits on. I should probably do a bit of journaling down here, probably around here as well, just to fill in the details of what this is all about. So this has got a little tab on it now. I had this little bit of gold Surrey silk floating around on my desk, desperate to be used, so I thought I would put it on here. And then there's my picture, a bit close up of the top of the tree, because my decoration was right at the top there that I made, so I was really, really proud of that. And then I've just put this picture just of the hall with the main tree, and just to record that that's what the money was being raised for. It looks like there's some raffle prizes on a table here as well, so I guess that's what was going on there. So I'm going to put that in here. And I did add another little picture I really wanted to get on, just to show where the tree was in the hall. It just a little picture there. So that's my 1st of December finished, finally. But yeah, I'm quite pleased how it's turned out. And I'll just keep working in this over the next 2 or 3 weeks and see how far I get. And I'll probably pop back in, maybe do the odd little flip through if you want to see anything more. So yeah, I've got plenty of pictures to go here for the 2nd of December. So I'll crack on and get on with it. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry it's been a bit of a slow one, but yeah, that's how it is when I'm doing my journal. but at least you can see how I use it. I've done other flip-throughs of journals that I've worked in my other Christmas journals, and they're all in the playlists for that year. I can do a flip-through for the 2022 journal if you're interested, but otherwise I won't worry about that. And I'll see you soon, probably in the new year. So have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. And thank you so much for all your support this year. And I do hope you stay with me for 2024. Sorry, 2024. And who knows what that year will bring. I do know it's going to bring us a wedding, and that's all I know. Okay, and happy Christmas and a happy new year. Bye.